So, it's been a while, huh? Welcome back, everyone. On today's build guide, we're going to be doing Rumi from K-pop Demon Hunters. Don't forget to leave a like and subscribe if you enjoy, and leave a comment on any other characters you'd like to see me build in the future. Now let's get into the build. So, for this build, I wanted to incorporate both spellcasting and melee attacks, and obviously for that, I figured the Swords Bard is the best bard to do that. Just started off with 16 Dexterity, 16 Charisma, 14 Con. Pretty standard spread here. Background Entertainer, because, pop star and all that. Crucial information, you start with the violin. You have to start with the violin. If you don't start with the violin, entire build breaks. In fact, the game will crash. Whoa, that was strange. Alright, now let's get on to the levels here. The rest of the levels. This build is pretty simple, all things considered. We're going to take our second level in Bard. First level spells, you can kind of go with anything here. Probably we're going to go with Tasha's. Why not? It'll synergize with what we're doing with the gear later. Bard 3, we'll just go with swords. And we'll go with Hold Person, because I enjoy Hold Person a lot. For the fighting style, I'm going to pick Dueling, because we have one sword, or we have a sword and shield, so it will get the damage from that. And abilities here, any of these works. I think Deception and Performance actually fits pretty well. Bard 4, we will take Minor Illusion, and for another spell, some other ones I recommend. Silence is very useful. You can find much applications for this. Recently, I've been sort of informed on calm emotions and what interactions this can be used for. This is a very interesting spell. I'm not going to say I've used it a whole lot, but it's very interesting. It's better than I thought. Of course, invisibility is always good. Knock is useful for players like me who are lazy. In fact, I will be taking Knock. And I'm going to bump up the Charisma to 18 with ability improvement. Level 5, we will be picking Glyph of Warding. Just because I really enjoy Glyph of Warding, especially on bards, because they don't get a lot of not concentration spells. So it feels good to have Glyph of Warding on there. 6, we'll be getting our Counter Charm and extra attack features, as well as another spell. I think, me personally, I'll be going for Fear. And now is where the build sort of diverges a little bit. We are going to multi-class into the Warlock and go with the Hexblade. I'm sure no one saw this coming. And for the cantrips, we're going to go with Eldritch Blast and Booming Blade. And for the spells, you can really go with a couple of these. I like Shield and Wrathful Smite, just because I think Wrathful Smite is fun. I don't really know how good it is, but I like Wrathful Smite. Armor of Agathis is always good. Arms of Hadar is fun. Hellish Rebuke is okay in the early game and stuff. But at this point in the game, you don't really want it. And for Warlock level 2, we can take another spell. Let's go with Armor of Agathis, why not? And for the invocations, I'm going to go with Devil's Sight, so that you could see in darkness. And for the last one, I'm going to pick Agonizing Blast, but honestly, we're not going to be casting Eldritch Blast that much. You can pick it if you want. Honestly, there's other things. If you really want, I don't know, Bane, you can do that, I guess, but I'm just going to pick Agonizing Blast, because we don't particularly care that much about that last invocation. Now, for the rest of the build, we'll be going all in on Bard. For Bard level 7 here, total level 9. We get 4th level spells. I think I'm going to go with Polymorph. Bard level 8, another spell, and a feat. We're going to bump up that Charisma to 20. And we are going to pick another spell. I think I'm going to go with Dimension Door. Sure. Why not? And we get even more spells. I love Hold Monster. I think it's really good. We're going to go with Hold Monster. And for the last level, level 12, we get more skills. We're going to put that in Intimidation and Persuasion. Cantrip, does not matter. We're going to go with Light, I guess. Another spell. Mass Cure Wounds. No, that's... Wow, I forgot. I've been playing a lot of like tabletop, and Cure Wounds is a much better spell in 2024 5e. 3d8 for Mass Cure Wounds is fucking horrid. That is so sad. We're gonna go with Greater Restoration, I guess. I don't really know. And for Magical Secrets, this is really fun. You could pick a lot of different things. I like Hunger of Hadar on this, because you do have Devil's Sight. You could see through the Hunger of Hadar. That's pretty fun. And also, you could pick Haste. Haste is very good. I'm now realizing, too, because of the gear we are using, you could pick Command. Command would also be nice with this. Ooh, actually, I think instead of Haste, we're going to go with Command. Yeah, no, I think Command is better. That's fine. It don't matter either way. And a lot of the spells is up to you. Bards are very customizable. And that is the leveling of the build. I will now get into the gear. Alright, so now onto the gear. You're going to notice that we have a lot more mods than usual. We have mods for the appearance of this armor and some weapons. But I did transmog them, so the gear I will be showing off is gear in the base game. Just the appearance is of the K-pop Demon Hunters set. I'll have all mods used in the description. And yeah, let's get into it. Alright, so for the helmet here, I just have the Birthright helmet. It just rounds up our charisma to the maximum possible 22. Other helmets that could be useful here, just like general helmets. Arcane Acuity helmet, very good. A lot of the gear can be flexible because you are playing two of the most flexible classes in the game. Cloak of the Weave just brings up our spell save DC and attack rolls and gives us absorb elements, I guess. This is a Potent Robe. This is for our cantrips. Now, it will be boosting Eldritch Blast, but I feel like more importantly, it will be boosting Booming Blade. And it just gives us, gives us temporary hit points as well. So that's always good. Of course, we're going to be using our Flourishes, but Blooming Blade is also a very good option for when maybe we don't have Bardic Inspiration at the moment. The Wondrous Gloves will increase our AC even further and give us another point of Bardic Inspiration. The Evasive Shoes also increase our AC further, if you notice a little trend here. Because this is clothing, we don't have the greatest armor class. I chose the Unflinching Protector Amulet for the amulet slot. You could choose a lot of different amulets. Like I said, a very versatile build here. I just chose this because I thought it would be fun. Probably there are better options. The Constitution Amulet, obviously. Amulet of Greater Health, I'm pretty sure it's called. Obviously, very strong. Some other amulets, the Kaga's Amulet, the Poison Amulet can be good. Because you can heal yourself with Healing Word, and you get the temp hit points from the Robe. You get hit points from... Does this give you hit points? No, that is the Fiend Warlock. Oh, yeah, if target dies, you're going to get hit points. Alright. That could give you hit points as well. So that could work. That could work very well, actually. I'd recommend that for the early game. For the rings, Callous Glow Ring deals damage to creatures who are illuminated. Just more damage is always good. And the Band of the Mystic Scoundrel, I feel like I forget about this sometimes if I'm not playing specifically like Bard, because they get a lot of illusion enchantment spells. But this makes it so that like you could use your your actions for smacking people, and then for your bonus action you could hit a big Fear or Polymorph, hold monster, hold person. I did bring up Command earlier. I went back to the save file to have this more organized, so we don't have Command, but if you chose Command over Haste, you would have it. Did I choose Haste? I think I did. No, I chose Counterspell. Okay, that makes sense too. Counterspell is also good. Yeah, so Band of the Mystic Scoundrel, very nice. Onto the weapons. This is the only thing that is not transmogged. It is a mod that I do have in the description. Demon Hunter Sword. There are better weapons, I will say. For this mod's version, it just gives +1 to initiative. It's a +2 weapon, and it's a sword. I thought it was appropriate, and when you play the game as much as me, you don't need to run the same weapons every time. I'd be personally happy just playing with a sword like this. I'm fine. I don't need Baldurs Giant Slayer all the time. I think it's also, you have very good initiative with this build. We don't have alert, but +4 is not horrible. You'll be going first, I'd say, most of the time. Now, onto the shield. I have the Shield of the Undevout, and your foes have disadvantage on saving throws for your spells or actions that inflict fear. Now, this works with Dissonant Whispers, but also Wrathful Smite. Onto the weapon, I just thought this would be fitting. Gaunter Mail. Honestly, you probably won't put this on, but it's just a filler slot. You're not going to be using it. You could put any bow here. Hellrider Longbow is probably better. Celestial Haste is nice. It's just that this weapon is you need to go out of your way to get it, and I wouldn't personally go out of my way for this character to get it. It's just kind of nice to have, So I just and that's also fun because when you take it out, you're glowing. I think that's cool. I think that's neat. And that'll be all for today's video. Thank you so much for watching, and if you enjoyed, don't forget to leave a like and subscribe, and leave a comment on what you want to see next.